Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome back to Strings Attached, our mother-daughter knitting and all things string podcast. I'm Mallory.
I'm Frida.
And what's today? The 6th?
Yikes.
Let's look on your phone. February
5th.
5th. So this will be our last episode before Valentine's Day. So I wore my festive sweater.
Pretty. I did my nails.
Oh, perfect. I did not.
That's the only thing I did for Valentine's Day.
The kids stayed all night at Mom's house last night, and Will and I went on a little date night, and I wore this. So it was laying out. So I was like, I'll wear that on the podcast today.
Pretty.
And our backdrop is not really Valentine's Day.
But it's red.
But it's, yeah.
And I don't think I've ever shown it.
Yeah.
I love that pattern.
What is it?
It's a trip around the world, but it's a little different than the old trip around the world. It's got a little bit of a different little quirk in it.
Cool.
I've made 2 or 3 of that pattern.
Yeah, who did you make that for? Just for fun?
This one was just for fun.
It's pretty. All right, so I'm wearing, my sweater is the Bean and Olive by Andrea Mowry. And I knit it out of Knit Picks Swish DK and Dove Heather. And the pink is Yarn Cafe Creations. It's a hand-dyed strawberry shortcake. And it's all DK. And I love it. It's got chevron on the sleeves. And I chose not to do anything on the bottom. I mean, the pattern doesn't have anything on the bottom, but some people do, but I didn't.
It's pretty, very pretty.
Yeah, I love it. This is like I wear the sweater all the time.
Yeah.
It's.
I think we both got our favorite sweaters on right now.
Yeah, it's like, it fits me really well. It's comfortable. It's not too hot. It's soft.
It's not too tight around the neck.
Yeah, it's a good fitting, non-annoying sweater. And I don't feel like it's like so dressy.
Oh, yeah.
That like, I don't want to wear it because I don't want to mess it up. But I also feel like it's dressy enough that I could wear it out and still look.
Very casual with the hearts, I think it's
Yeah, like I can still look,
casual.
cute and dressed up, but I don't, Yeah. So, anyway, what are you wearing?
Autumn League. And it's made out of the jeans.
Line brand cotton jeans.
Line brand cotton jeans. And it was out of stock for a long time. I thought maybe they weren't going to make it. But I checked it yesterday because I'm real tempted to buy some more.
Oh, it's nice yarn. Yeah.
And you can, at least I was on the Lion brand site.
Well, that's where we had to order it from.
And it's back in stock again. A lot of colors are.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know what color to get.
I'm tempted to take my sweater. Well, did I do a tubular bind off on that?
I don't know.
I doubt it. Because I don't like tubular bind off.
What were you tempted to do?
I'm tempted to. I shrunk it on purpose because it was way too big, but now it's a little bit too short. So I'm tempted to take the ribbing off the bottom because I have another skein of that yarn and knit another couple inches and then put the ribbing back on.
That's another thing. I had 2 whole skeins left, but I can't remember how much I bought.
7. I think we both bought 7 because that's what the pattern called for.
So I'd only need to buy 5.
Yeah. Yeah, because yours isn't too short on you, but I'm tall and it might just... Well, I shrunk mine on purpose.
Well, mine shrunk. It did shrink the last time I washed and dried it.
Yeah. I dried mine on hot on purpose because it was so big. I mean, it just looked stupid on me. So...
Yeah. Well, I dried mine on cold and...
Yeah.
Or washed it in cold.
But I could get it wet, I guess, and just pull it.
But this is my favorite sweater.
Yeah, and it doesn't
It's
pill.
not hot, and it doesn't pill.
Yeah, and it's just a nice, soft, casual, everyday. And it's...
I would make my sleeves longer next time.
Yeah.
Because after you wash it, they come up.
That's not my first cotton sweater that I made, but it's only the second one that I've made for myself. And it's it's different. I mean, it's a learning experience.
I made that cotton vest-like thing, that blue, I think that was all cotton.
Was it? No.
No? Maybe it was cotton and acrylic mix. Yeah. It had some cotton in it.
It was an old
anyway, this is an old, this is all cotton.
This one's not old.
No. It's all cotton. That's right.
All right, let's jump in. So we've got FOs. I've got quite a few.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, so you want to go first since you only have the one? Oh,
yeah,
so
just
pretty.
the one.
I love it.
Okay, I showed this last time I had it started, but I got my classy unisex cardigan done. And this was just in an old book I had for years. And it's 220 Cascade Effects.
Oh,
Superwash.
Debbie O'Neill is the pattern.
Look at the ribbing. I think the ribbing turned out really cool.
That's the coolest part. The rest of it's just kind of a standard.
Yeah, it's just a standard sweater.
Yeah.
And I put the little glass buttons. Plastic.
Don't dip it in my hot tea.
Probably plastic. Yeah.
Those
and it just has
cute,
a tiny little neck band, which I like.
Yeah, that's really cute.
It blocked really pretty, so.
Yeah,
and it's supposed to be, I think it was supposed to be in 18 months, but I don't know. It looks like a 2.
But, I mean, Alice is 18 months and she's in a 2T.
She would, yeah,
So,
she could wear that.
That little baby won't be that little baby's little.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We have a baby born.
Oh, since the last podcast?
Yeah.
We do.
So so I have some FOs here that I probably wouldn't have got to show because we were supposed to have a baby shower before this podcast. I knew this podcast was going to get made. But then the baby was born.
Really early.
She came early, so they postponed the shower. So it's going to be what, tomorrow? Yeah, it's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
And yeah, so I get to show my FOs, but yeah.
That's one reason we hurried and got this podcast ready, because we thought we better show her.
I have a new great niece.
Yeah.
And you have a
great
granddaughter. Yeah. So
she's so cute. She's tiny.
He's little. Her foot's like as big as her daddy's thumb.
Yeah.
He has a picture of it. It's so cute.
And that's after she has grown a little.
Yeah. Oh, she's cute. So, okay. So jumping into that, I finished my crochet colorful polka dots blanket by Daisy Farm Crafts. It's all finished. And the border, I did the border it called for. It was super easy. I forget now what it was like, what they called it. But you went in with your hook on the, like in between the posts. I keep hitting the table, sorry. In between the posts instead of into the stitch. So on like the first stitch, you went like around the back of the post. And then the second stitch, you went around the front of the post and did I think it was a double crochet. So it made like this back and forth little...
looks like a ribbing.
Ribbing, yeah. And it was really easy and fast. So I did, looks like I did about 4 trips around to make it. And then I just did it till I was like, I'm done. I'm tired of this. So, and I think I did it.
Well, that's as big as it needs for us.
Yeah, but it's really cute. And I haven't steam blocked it yet. I'm going to here in a little bit. But it's already really soft. But I think steam blocking will just take it up, take it to a new level. The yarn is Bernat Softee Baby. I've said before, and I will say again, I don't recommend that yarn to anyone. I mean, it's pretty now that it's done, but it was horrible to work with. Absolutely horrible yarn. I will never buy it again. The remainder is in the trash can. So, oh, we got a baby toy going off in there. Okay, so then I decided to make her a sweater with that yarn to match the blanket, since I had time, because, yeah, the shower was postponed. So I picked Hooded Pullover by Lorna Miser. So it's in the Cascade Quick Baby Knit 60 Quick Baby Knits book. And it has a hood, and it's just a basic raglan sweater with a Henley like V-neck here. So I have a story. I haven't steamed it yet, so it's kind of wonky still. So here it is. And it's sea glass sweater inspired. I was going to make sea glass sweater. I downloaded the pattern for the baby, and I got it, and I realized it was for fingering weight yarn. And this is like a 3. So that I didn't want to mess with trying to do gauge and all that. So I just found a different pattern, and I just kind of did the 1x1 collar work to make it kind of have that same effect. But obviously I did more of a structured striping to it. But yeah, it's all 1x1. So it's like every row has the gray in it, and then the rest of the rows have the color. And it is really, it's really cute.
It's cute.
And I tried it. It's supposed to be 12 month size. I tried it on my little Maggie, who's 18 months, but she's little. And it fits her. It's a little tight, but it fits her. And I think after blocking, it would fit her perfectly. So this will fit a 12-month-old, no problem.
12 to 18.
Yeah. So, for one thing, I haven't done a striped, not in the round, like where you aren't in the round at first and then you get into the round. I haven't done that in a while where I've striped it. And I have learned in years past that you want to change your color in the back. And I like to do it in the raglan for that first, like, part of the sweater before you're under the arm. I forgot about that. And I just started knitting, and I was flat until, you can see, I was flat till about here. Working back and forth. Well, look what I did. Look where I changed my yarn in the front. So that makes me mad. And then once I got into the round, you can't tell anymore, because I moved my beginning of round into the underarm. So I was mad at myself for that. Then I knitted the entire hood. Did exactly what the pattern said. I had the whole hood made, sewn, ends tied in, everything.
This was yesterday.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
But yeah, I knitted the hood like a week ago, whatever. But anyway, I was looking at it, and I'm like, that hood is too shallow. That's not going to go over a baby's head.
Yeah, it didn't even do half of it.
It was only like this wide. I mean, it wasn't going to come up over a baby's head. So anyway, I tried it on Maggie again, and it just, it wouldn't even go over her ears. So I got mad, and I was like, I'm done. I'm just done. I ripped the hood off, and I decided I wasn't messing with it again. So I just put a little tiny, like 2 or 3 rows of 1x1 ribbing on there. And I need to steam block it so that, and I can pin it and, you know, make this laid nice and flat, because right now it's real funky looking. But anyway, that was another FO. I'm not super thrilled with how this turned out because of just all the problems that I faced making it, and just the stupid mistakes I made. And I was knitting it in a hurry, and I just didn't think things through. But I am happy with, I mean, it's cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
But it's one of those things where you're just like, you're disappointed in yourself. You know, you wish things would have went differently. But I think once I steam block it and everything, get it into shape, it will make me feel better. And it's still cute.
It's cute.
It's still cute. The pattern was not written very detailed. I will say that. I mean, I know how to knit sweaters. I've made a million of them, but even I still want instruction. Like,
yeah.
Even though I know how to do things, that pattern was just like, you know, do this and do that. And I don't know. I like it to be more descriptive. So I wouldn't recommend it to a beginner. That's for sure. An experienced knitter would make that pattern fine. And it would have been so much cuter if the hood would have worked.
Yeah, and you should have made your old
So I don't know why the hood didn't work.
standby.
Yeah. I should have just made my old standby knitting pure and simple hooded sweater.
Well, there was even a Henley. Pure and simple.
Yeah. But I just was
say that
trying
right?
to, yeah. I was just trying to do something different, but
Yeah.
sometimes that doesn't pay.
No.
Anyway, it's not like a bad pattern. It just wasn't as detailed as what I like. And I don't know. I hate that yarn. I think that's what
She's going to pitch that yarn. It's going in the trash.
I think that's what it's already in there. I think that's why I think that's my main reason for not liking it. I just did not enjoy that yarn, and it just made me mad, and I don't know. Lots of reasons. Every time you would pull, like not every time, but I mean, probably 10 times out of the skein, a big blob would come out of the middle. Ooh.
I'm using it too, and it does. I just had to throw a whole bunch of blobs away.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then they're all knotted together, and that yarn, it clings together, and it makes this, it's annoying. Okay, anyway, moving on from that.
All right, next.
My next FOs, I made these for the girls out of just stash yarn. These are the Nordic Hat by Witchnofret. I omitted a couple of rows here. She has kind of a couple, like, just 1x1 stripe, not 1x1, like 1 row of one color, 1 row of another color stripes, like above here. I omitted that because the hats were already going to be plenty big. So, you know, whatever. Cute. Just took them out. And I used Cascade 220 Merino Superwash for both of them. And I just obviously reversed the colors. I also made the band, the ear band. I made it double the length and folded it over and tacked it down real loose. So it's real stretchy still. That way it's real warm on their ears. And these hats are big on them. They will fit them
next year,
I think they'll fit them way, I mean, throughout this whole rest of this winter, and maybe even next year. I made the pink one a little bigger than I did the blue one. I forget how now. Maybe I just went up a needle size. I don't know, because Alice's head's a little bit bigger than Maggie's.
Yeah.
But they're very, very cute and soft, and they look super cute on. So there's that. And then I think that's, oh no, I have one more FO. So I went ahead and got these done because it was just on my mind and it just bothered me. So these are my Christmas socks that I talked about last time. I went ahead and finished the one that I had currently going, and I did the Afterthought heel by Crazy Sock Lady.
That worked out good.
Yep, it fit my foot great. So I finished the whole sock. I actually I kind of knitted down like a little bit. Well, you saw in the video, I had, I don't know, maybe like this much knitted past the heel. Went ahead and put the heel in before I finished the whole sock, just to make sure I was going to like it, because I didn't want to have to rip out even more than I was already going to have to rip out. And it fit great. So I finished that sock. Then I went back to the original sock, ripped it all the way back up to the heel, and did the same thing, put the Afterthought heel in and knitted the rest of the sock. And then I blocked them, and because it was kind of like wonky where I had ripped out, because I had already blocked that sock once.
Oh, so the yarn was already smashed.
Yeah, so the smashed. So the yarn was just, I don't know, it was weird looking. So once I blocked it though, I mean, you can't see anything.
So you'd never done that particular heel before?
Nope. And it turned out great.
Well, you might want to do that heel again.
Yeah. For a sock where you have a stripe like this going, and you don't want to mess it up in the middle and get all your yarn all pulled, Afterthought heel works great. And it's not hard to do. Super easy. So, yeah. This was my Holly Press Fibers yarn, and I got it at Christmas time, and I didn't get it done. But
Next year.
Very soft, very nice yarn. It's a slick, like, delicate yarn. It's not going to be like this durable sock that I wear around the house all the time. It's just going to be a special sock to
Can you
wear.
wear it with your Christmas sweater?
Yeah.
At Christmas.
But I don't think it's going to like hold up to everyday use. So I'll have to be, selective when I wear it, but it's still really soft and pretty. So I'll wear it at Christmas time only. Yeah, I think that's all my FOs.
All right.
All right, whips. What you got?
I got this here sitting on the table.
Pretty.
I think I'm making a quilt like this. I've only got 4 blocks made. But I'm just not settled on, it takes forever to make one block for me right now. It's a paper piecing. I don't know if it's English paper piecing or just paper piecing. I don't really know the difference right now.
So you might want to explain what that is, because nobody's...
Oh, dear. Well you have a paper pattern with the heart on it.
Yeah.
And you sew, you put your fabric on the back with the right side facing out, I believe.
Okay.
Anyway, but you actually sew on the paper on that line, and then you fold that over, trim it all off, and you do that on every line till it makes a pattern, and then you just tear the paper off the back, and it's a pattern. But this is I think it's called the Scrappy Heart, if I remember. So I've got 4 of them done.
The paper piecing allows you to make those like wonky angles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's kind of what paper piecing, people that do it all the time, they can do these little tiny, is intricate the word, pictures of animals, and it might be how they do people's faces. I'm not sure if that's how they do it.
I remember you did those little tulip wall hangings.
Yeah, I only done, I done one golden wedding ring.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Yeah, and that was a big job. But, and you make your stitch, when you sew through that paper, you make your stitch real tiny. That way your paper just falls apart right there. So anyway, that's what I've got started. Whether I make the whole quilt like this or I change my mind with something to make it faster, I haven't decided.
You could do like every other block, a nine
thought about
patch or
that.
something like that. That'd be pretty.
That's a good idea. I might just do that.
Yeah.
Make 9 patch on
every other block.
Just put these.
Yeah.
Here and
That'd
there.
be really cute.
Yeah, it would be. So something to make it a little faster. I mean, I like them.
They're really cute.
But anyway, that's one whip. And I showed this last time. And I haven't got the sleeves on, but I got the body done. And I ran out of yarn, so I haven't got to do any more on it because I had to wait on the yarn. I got the yarn 2 or 3 days ago. And
This is the Throwover
by Andrea
Mowry.
And it's for Mallory.
And the yarn is Barocco Vintage. I don't remember
Charcoal.
the names. Ballet Slipper.
Ballet Slipper. Charcoal, that's what I'm telling you right now.
Snow.
We always say the white snow.
It'll be in the description if you care.
Yeah.
But Barocco Vintage is a nice yarn. It's a blend, acrylic and wool. Holds up really well. It works up really well. It's fun to work with. You get like a ton in a skein. Big, thick skein. So.
And I can't.
It's a very good, like, what's the word? Economical choice.
I can't remember to take my skeins over to Mallory. She has the Swift.
Workhorse. It's a workhorse yarn. That's what I was kind of trying to come up with. You can use it for, anything. It's great for anything.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Is it worsted or DK?
Worsted.
Okay.
Yep.
Anyway, I don't have a Swift, and I can't remember to take my skeins over to Mallory and get it done. But I ordered one. I think it's going to be here Monday, so I can do my own. It's hard to remember to take your stuff.
Yeah.
To get that done, but
we keep hitting the table and making the phone vibrate.
Oh, I'm
sorry, everybody. It's
all right.
I can't be sure that's not going to keep on happening.
That's
kind of
that.
Hand slammer person.
And I started another little baby gift for another great granddaughter, and this is just the little raglan. And it's that yarn that squeaks.
What pattern is this?
I'm going to get it out.
Oh, sorry. It's that yarn that squeaks.
Baby Bear knit hoodie, and it's a red heart free pattern.
It's got bear ears.
Yeah, it's got little bear ears.
That's cute.
And the yarn is this, Bernat Baby Soft.
Softee baby.
Softee baby, and it's lavender. That's what it's called.
You don't like it, do you?
I don't know. I think what I decided I thought, because I just grabbed this yarn out of my stash, I thought it was a 3
It is a 3.
No, okay. I thought it was a 4. That's what I
Okay.
thought. And the pattern calls
For worsted.
for worsted. So,
Oh, yeah.
good. Here we go. And it's fairly big needles, so it's actually a little looser than it should be. But it's just going to be soft. It's going to be fine. So anyway, I've got that much done since the podcast. That's pretty good. And, oh my goodness. Okay. I've started working on my...
Oh my, it's been a year since you showed this. A long time ago.
I started working on my picket fence sweater
By who? Laura.
by Laura Reinbach. And actually, it just seems like it takes forever. Where's my little thing?
Well, because you're starting at the bottom of the body.
I know.
And it's plain.
This little marker is not where it was. I started like almost just right above the binding, and I've got that much done since a couple of inches since the podcast. So it's real easy. You pick it up.
Like when you're tired and you don't want to think.
You don't hardly have to look at it.
You need to have a project like that going at all times. Because sometimes you're like, I want to knit, but I just don't want to use my brain.
And I don't have to have the light so bright with this one to see it. And I can watch TV and
Absolutely.
you can just knit.
That's why I like socks, which I know you don't.
I have to be careful or I'll knit the stitch marker.
Because you're going to like autopilot. That's why I like having a sock going. Either a sock or a plain sweater with a sock in it. Because sometimes I want to knit, but I also just don't want to think.
Speaking of socks. Now, I have got a lot done.
Oh my goodness. Look at that yarn.
And I looked up this morning. I think it was this
gorgeous.
morning. I went up under with the lollipop on Instagram, tried to find this particular colorway. The closest I could come to it, she might not even make this anymore, was called Christmas Cheer.
What about if you look on did you order off Etsy? If you look on your Etsy orders, it'll bring it up.
I wouldn't have had to be Etsy.
Let me see. You can keep talking. I'll see if I can bring it up.
So anyway, I knitted 20 rows? How many rows?
20 rows.
And I forgot I was going to switch yarns. And I just kept knitting with my cuff yarn. Bummer. I got like 1.5 inches. And then, oh my goodness, I forgot to switch yarns. So then I had to rip all that out. And I was at the point, well, first of all, for 2 weeks, I had COVID, okay? That 1 week, I felt awful. And anything that frustrated me, it was just like, you know. So anyway, I got it ripped out and got it all back on the needles, I thought. And I guess I did.
You missed like 3 stitches somehow.
Somehow, the 3 stitches vanished. And it's not ripping out. I don't know if I've knitted 2 together. Because at night, with my dark brown, these are dark needles, I probably knitted 2 together.
Those are the Knitter's Pride Dreams.
Yeah, and somehow it still is ribbing. I don't know what I did wrong. Anyway, so Mallory came, and she got me going again. And like you did like 1 inch, I think.
Yeah.
She did about 1 inch for me, that first inch, and got it in the right amount of stitches, and it whole works. But I've got that much done.
Wow, you're doing great.
So I've got 10, 20, 30.
Are you kind of enjoying it at all?
Yeah, I'm starting to enjoy it. This is my morning time. My living room where I knit is really bright in the morning. It faces the east. The sun comes in really huge, bright, and I can see this yarn really well in the morning. So that's what I'm doing in the morning. So anyway, I'm excited that I've got that much going on.
You must not have ordered that on Etsy because it's not in your orders. So I don't know.
Sometime I'll find it.
Well, I pop yarns.
Yeah. What's this? Is this it?
She told me, I don't even know if you were past you might have still been in the cuff after you ripped it out or something. I don't remember. And you were like, I'm sitting here and the only thing I can think is, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this.
Yeah, I was like, because I had to rip it out and you couldn't see those little stitches to pick them out.
I said, Mom, if you really, because I'm the one that told her she should make socks because I never thought I'd like them and I love them. So I was like, I think you'll like them. You know,
I'm getting better.
And plus, you can buy those really pretty yarns. You can afford to make a project out of them because you just buy 1 or 2 skeins.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm the one that got her. I said, Mom, if you really hate it, don't force yourself to do it on my behalf. Just like, I'll finish it for you. You can have the sock. I'll finish knitting it. You can have it. She's like,
I am determined I'm going to make that sock by next Christmas.
You'll
Or
have it done.
2 socks.
I think once you get done and you have that accomplishment, you'll be like, oh, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, probably.
I'll probably have to cast them on for you every time, but.
And I'm always purchasing something.
Yeah.
So I
What'd you purchase
purchased,
now?
I think they're supposed to be here Monday too. 2 24-inch, I think, needles in the size to make DK socks 2 at a time.
Oh, okay.
As I watched that
Yeah,
whole
maybe
video.
start with the DK or the worsted. You were going to do that, and then you somehow got off of that.
Well, that yarn was so pretty. Yeah, just whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try somehow. I'm sure I've got DK
Oh, yeah. Gobs,
yarn.
and scraps.
Scraps I can do. I can make them striped. I don't care.
So, okay, I'll go into my whips now.
Yeah.
So I showed this last time. I'm making slow progress on this, but it's coming along. So this is my little cowl I'm making for my babies. This is Yarn Bee Adorable in the Sprinkles colorway. Alice picked it out when we were at Hobby Lobby. I'm just making just a cowl, and I'm going to make it to where I'm going to twist it, sew it together, and then I'm going to make it long enough that I could double it up twice and bundle them up, And Alice's
It's
coat.
almost getting there, isn't it?
Almost. I think I'll probably just finish out the ball.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see though. Alice's coat is hot pink. Will goes, that is so ugly.
I didn't like it.
He doesn't like real bright colors like that. He goes, that is so ugly. I'm like, well, Alice picked it out. I mean, it's not my choice.
It
I
matches
probably
the
wouldn't have
purple
picked
coat,
it, but she was so excited about it. And it'll be cute for her little pink coat. I mean, it's just a little girl, So this is just seed stitch. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 stitches on a 10.5. It made a good gauge. I did a couple of experiments. This made a good, nice, I don't know, I like the way that feels. So, yeah.
Big enough that it's soft. Yeah.
13 stitches. Just seed stitch the whole time until I finally feel like it's long enough, and I'm just going to sew it together, twist it, and sew it together. Done.
Cool.
So there's that. That's one whip. I just work on that when I'm in bed. That's my bedtime knitting right now.
Got your mind.
Because I'm not working on a sock right now. So, okay, there's that. Then my next one, I have actually really been enjoying this lately.
Yeah.
I didn't want to work on this for a while.
Gotta
and
get
now,
this thing done.
yeah, I've been enjoying it. So this is my Wryit by Kate Davies. The yarn is Brooklyn Tweed Arbor in Labatt. It's very nice yarn. I mean, I will buy this again. This is a nice yarn to work with. The sleeve, I was only maybe to here last time. I forgot to put a stitch marker in, but I was right to there. So I've made that much progress on my one sleeve, and it's all seed stitch.
It's made in America wool.
Yep. I think people know, yeah, Brooklyn Tweed.
I know they do. I just think that's cool.
So I always have to go down a needle size when I do double point needles because my tension just gets looser. So right now I'm on a US 5. It's seed stitch all around. I think I'm down to, it's 49 stitches. So it's not that many stitches, but you're seed stitching for rows and rows. So it is kind of a time consuming labor of love, but I've been enjoying it. This is my mindless knit right now.
Good.
This is the one that I'm when I'm at night and I'm oh, I'm tired. I'm working on this because I'm done with the decreases. That took me a little while because she just says to do the decreases.
You have to be careful not make the sleeve too long. You'll just be sitting there thinking.
Well, I'll try, Mom. But she just says to do the decreases, how you normally would do a knit 2 together, knit around, and then do an SSK. Well, she just says to do that. Well, but you got to keep it in pattern because you're doing seed stitch. So it took me 3 or 4
inches
decrease rounds to kind of figure out. I don't know why my brain was just not computing that. I'd be okay, am I supposed to knit 2 together or purl 2 together? I don't know. I just couldn't. So it took me a while. Then I finally got it, and you could tell where they stop being funny looking and where they start looking normal.
But it's under her arm.
But I don't care. I really don't care. So, and she also said to do it every 7 rows, and I just kind of guessed. I'm that looks good. Decrease
Well,
time.
you see them and you'll know when
Yeah.
you're making a next arm.
Because I can't count rows with seed stitch. I can't figure it out. I'm is that
would be
one?
hard.
I don't know it. I can't do it. I'm sure there's a way to do it if I looked it up on YouTube. I'm sure there's a way, but I don't care. And I have found with decreasing
it's
under
just
the arms,
a bump flat, bump
I've made
flat, bump
lots
flat.
of mistakes with decreases under the arms throughout my sweater life, and it never matters. Ever.
Okay.
It just never matters.
That's good.
It always just works out. It will be fine. So I'm you know what? I'm not counting rows. I'm just going to do it every 1.5 inches or whatever and be done. So, but I'm done with the decreases and I'm just working away on that. Hopefully next time I'll have that whole sleeve done and maybe even another one because I don't have any other obligations right now. Right now I'm just knitting for me. No obligations. So, This is a gorgeous sweater. I cannot wait for this to be done. I want to get this done.
It would be nice to wear it
it.
out a few times.
It's
this
so
winter.
cold right now. This is the time to wear
Yeah,
sweaters.
it's the time.
I mean, I wear a sweater, especially if I'm just coming over here, no coat.
Yeah.
And I'm perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not hot, I'm not cold. So,
Yep.
I want to get this done. It's a beautiful sweater. I've talked about it a lot, but I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about it. I'm almost there. And I hope I have another skein because I don't know if I do. If I don't,
It might take a while to get it.
if I don't have another skein, that's going to be a real bad problem. So, anyway, I hope I do because, yeah, that's not going to get me through another sleeve.
It might not even be the right color.
Oh gosh, don't talk about it. It's awful. I'll have to, I don't know. Let's just hope I have another one. Okay, my last whip. Are you going to show your Jenny jacket?
No, because I haven't done enough of it.
Oh, okay.
I've almost got the, I know. I've almost got the, well, I think I only had like an inch on the last podcast.
Not
I've
even
got
that.
almost the whole bottom band done. I'm almost ready to start in the pattern, but I was knitting it when I had COVID.
Mm.
And it's fuzzy, kind of dry yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I'd try to knit that, I would like stop up.
Oh yeah, because it's wool.
It's wool.
It's
so
like-
I just had to put it down.
It's, what do they call it? Toothy wool. It's,
Yeah. So I just had to put
Authentic.
it down.
So anyway, this is the Jenny jacket by Petite Knit. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous sweater. It's a smock pattern the whole way through.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Smock pattern.
Yep. And I've learned that is what this stitch is called. Smock, like a
Oh.
smock stitch. So
It does look like smocking. I used to make
What's
pillows.
smocking? What's that?
Well, years ago we took the big inch square, I think it was the inch square gingham, and you pulled them together and did this little fancy, and you made smocking.
Cute.
And when with the older girls,
Uh-huh.
I made Julie and Becky both smocked dresses because all the other girls had Polly Flinders. And I wasn't gonna pay for Polly Flinders, so I made my own Polly Flinders with the smocked, and they turned out really cute.
So, tangent. I appreciate it now, but as a kid, you're like, I don't want this homemade thing. I want what everybody else has. So, one year, I don't know, what was I like, 5, 6? Something like that?
Yeah,
I wanted to be Princess Jasmine. The movie, Aladdin, was, big. I wanted to be Princess Jasmine. Well, Mom's like, okay. And I wanted the Disney,
purchased.
I wanted the Disney Princess Jasmine Halloween costume. Which now, I'm like, purchased Halloween costumes.
Yeah,
I would never purchase a Halloween costume.
they're
They're
junk.
cheap and they're not
It's
even,
a one-time thing.
they're too easy and they're cute and I don't like them. No offense to anyone, but I this is because you always made my Halloween
I probably still have Princess Jasmine.
You probably do. She always made mine. So now, like, to me, you make your Halloween costume. Like, that's... I'm not buying one. So anyway, because they're expensive to buy, but they're cheaply made.
Yeah.
They're just not as fun.
Well, they're just for one time.
Anyway, that's just me. No offense to anyone. So she made me this awesome Princess Jasmine
It was pretty
costume.
cool.
Like, it was
It was
awesome.
that see-through, silky, teal.
On the sleeves, it was like see-through.
Yeah.
But on here, it was satin.
Yeah, it was satin.
Yeah, and the pants were satin.
Mm-hmm.
But they had like, did you put gauze or the gauzy stuff over them?
I don't remember.
I don't remember, but it was awesome. And it was a Princess Jasmine costume.
It was probably
Homemade.
one of the prettiest costumes that
It
I
was
made.
awesome. And I hated it when I was a kid. I was so mortified because my cousin Alyssa got the real one.
From Disney World.
She got the Disney one and it had
It was pretty.
It had a picture of Princess Jasmine on laying with her Raja tiger on it.
Yeah.
And I think it said Aladdin on it or Jasmine or something. I don't know.
That was like their souvenir.
And there's a picture, like they came over and trick-or-treated us, and I had my costume on. And there's a picture of us, and Alyssa's like, and I'm like.
I did that especially with the first.
But now I appreciate it, but then I
did that with the first 3 a lot, because I just didn't have a whole lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But Holly Hobby dolls was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone had the Holly Hobby dolls, blah, blah, blah. Well, I made mine. I made the Holly Hobby dolls. And then the dolls, what were those dolls called? I hit the table again. And I had Jay make them, Jay and Mary.
Cabbage Patch?
Cabbage Patch.
Yeah.
So she got a homemade Cabbage Patch. Wasn't that you that got that? Or was that Becky?
It must have been Becky.
That was Julie and Becky. Yeah, they
I don't
got
think I
homemade
had
Cabbage Patch too, but they were really cool.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, they worked, the hair was It was yarn the way that, I mean, they
Absolutely.
did a wonderful job.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
But
But
I'm
they
sure-
weren't the real ones. I didn't stand in line for hours to purchase a Cabbage patch.
Okay, anyway.
That's a tangent. Here we go.
Yeah, so back to the Jenny jacket. So I've got the whole body done on mine. So
That
there you
went
go.
from smocking to all that stuff.
Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, there's like what, 3-inch binding or ribbing, and then I don't remember how many inches of smocking I did, but it's all. I'm not gonna make it real long because I just want it to be a little cardigan. So I don't care if it's a little shorter than my normal. So yeah, I'm all done with the body. So then you do the sleeves. Oh, I absolutely love it, especially when it opens up. Oh, it's so pretty. This is Fleece Harmony Selkirk worsted, and I could not put this down. Like, I was so annoyed that I had to work on other things because I just wanted to work on this. I just love the yarn.
Well,
love
now
the
you're
color.
working on 2 sweaters for yourself, so you can just swap
Yep.
them out.
The bad thing is also with this is I only have 2 skeins left, and I don't think it's going to be enough.
Oh,
I know, so I'm going to have to order more. But anyway, I have to knit the sleeves up to the armpits,
that means I'll have to order more too.
probably.
So I'll have
I guess we could do it all in the same order.
Yeah, on the same order.
But yes, I'll have to. You knit the sleeves up to the armpits next. Then you join them, kind of like when I did Nurtured, that sweater by Andrea Mowry. You join them all together, sleeves, body, and then you continue up.
Oh,
So
you'll have to help me with that probably.
yeah, it's kind of a trick, if I remember it, because then you have this hole under the armpit. But I mean, I did it with Nurtured, and it was fine. But then you do your raglans the opposite way, so it's kind of an interesting.
You decrease to increase.
Yeah, it's interesting. And you got to do it in pattern. You got to make sure you don't mess
my
up your small.
goodness,
I'm sure it's written. I'm sure it's
Oh, goodness.
all written out how to do it.
Okay.
Because with Nurtured it was, and it was all fine. But yeah, so that's going to be interesting. That's why I stopped, because I was like, you know what, good stopping point.
Well,
I
you
had
do
some
need
other
to finish
things.
all this stuff.
I wanted to finish those Christmas socks. I had to finish those baby gifts, and then the girls needed hats. The girls didn't have any hats to wear. They needed them. So, and it's super cold. So okay, that's all my whips. Anything else you want to talk about? Acquisitions
I don't really have any acquisitions. I ordered stuff. I don't have anything.
Me too. I have stuff on order. So I only have a couple, and they're just acquisitions I forgot to show last time.
Oh, I
So-
do have one, I guess.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me show it.
Yeah, sure.
I forgot to show this last time. Mallory got this for me. I put my knitting bags in. It's a bag for her bags.
Mm-mm.
Huh?
It's not for knitting bags. It's for a project, like a big Afghan or.
Oh, well, right now I'm putting all my knitting
Well, you can do
bags
what you
in.
want with it.
But yeah, it would be great for Afghans because that's what I did last year.
It's
so
like a
much
big
of.
bucket bag. See,
Yeah.
and it's all around on the inside. It's got pockets, which can you see them? Yeah, nice pockets. Like
I guess
deep,
it
stiff
is
pockets that would actually hold things.
A big project bag.
It's made of like upholstery fabric. This is the oh shoot, do you have the little tag at all? Envision Designs or something like that. They donate everything to charity. All their proceeds go to charity. And I can't remember.
Can you talk about it? I'll look on the bottom.
It's okay. I talked about it before because my little sock bag was that same company, and I could put it in the description. But yeah, it's. I mean, this is not like a homemade like project bag like you normally would see. This is like a legit. It's nice. It's got.
So until I have a great big project, I'm putting.
Yeah, it's got
bags
this
in it.
vinyl. Looks like leather, but it's vinyl on the bottom. The stitching is like professional. I mean, this is nice. This is a nice bag.
Yeah, it is.
And yeah, made out of upholstery fabric, so it's real stiff and very durable.
I forgot to show that last time.
Yep. So I bought that for her for Christmas. My only acquisitions, Mom got me these books for Christmas, and I forgot to show them last time.
Oh.
So she got me the 60 Quick Knits from Cascade, and it's just like mittens and hats. All just cute little fun, couple day little that's cute. Couple day projects. And I've never made mittens, so that might be something.
That's something I wanted to make, and I just didn't
Yeah.
get it done.
Which is fun stuff. And then this is 60 Quick Knitted Toys.
She has talked about making little toys.
Yeah, so look how cute that rabbit is with that little carrot sweater.
It'd be cute for Easter.
Oh, yeah, that would. I want to make the fox. Oh, look at it, all posed and different. How cute.
Let me see. Oh,
How cute is that? And then I want to make the fox. I think the fox is the very first. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make this because I did all foxes for my girls' room and stuff. So, and they know foxes.
is it Cascade or what is
Yeah,
it?
Cascade. They're both Cascade Books, so it's all written in Cascade yarns. 220 Superwash yarns. So that'll be just fun books to have, you know, if you want to make something real quick out of some scraps or whatever.
Great.
But that's it for us today. Oh, no, it's not. I did not get to draw the 1,000 subscribers thing yet. I'm going to do that. Hopefully today. We can do it today. Just Mom had COVID and the store, I went to the yarn store one day and it was closed. So I couldn't go in. And then it's hard for me to get to that yarn store when they're open because they're open real weird hours. Mm-hmm. So I didn't get to buy the yarn for the prize. So I will hopefully draw that today. I'm going to announce the winner. I'll put it on Instagram. But if the winner doesn't have Instagram, then, you know, you won't see it necessarily. So we will talk about it. I promise we will talk about it on the next podcast. But I am going to draw the winner today. So the whole thing will be closed. It'll be done. So then I will try to respond to all your comments because I've been trying not to respond because I don't want to mess up the number of comments or whatever. So anyway, sorry about all that. I know that was super disorganized, but we are going to draw that and we'll get that done.
Yeah.
And then we'll show the prize on this. I'll show the prize on Instagram too of what you're going to get. So it's just, these last few weeks we had, you know, sickness and weird work, and then we had a snowstorm here. Obviously, the whole country had a snowstorm. So yeah, it's just been, people have been closed, and we didn't get to go anywhere. Yeah.
And I hope everyone's working on some mini-me projects.
Oh yeah, for the mini-me now, it's still going on. It'll be going on till March 31st.
I've got, I guess, 3
I've
things.
seen a few on Instagram.
3 things. I've got one done, one started, and the little quilt started.
I didn't mention that, but I will put this in our mini-me. This is for our mini-me. This is for our mini-me. Yeah, and whips are welcome. So if you have one already going,
that one, and I know my yarn too could go in Carla's
stash along.
Yep.
Oh, I put these 2 hats in her stash along because they were definitely pulled those out of stash.
You'll tell me put them in there.
Yeah, I will. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for those prize winners, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yep.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye.
Bye.